The Detroit Pistons, the Detroit Pistons, they are, I think obviously everybody can say that they're the surprise team in the league right now. Like that's beyond having to even have a discussion about. They are the surprise team in the NBA. But are they really? Are they really? And when I say that, you gotta think about sports in blocks, right? Sports is about progression. Getting to the championship and becoming a dynasty is about progression. You never really see, like I kind of make the example of Marvel Studios. Marvel Studios or Marvel has been around for a while. They were making Marvel movies for years, right? You had the Fantastic Four back in the mid 90s. You had Blade, you had Captain America, even before Blade, Captain America, Fantastic Four. You had all these movies that they were making. They constantly made these movies, but they weren't good. And it takes a while for greatness to happen, right? There's a progression period. You have to go through these low end times. Then you figure it out. And then you understand what you're looking for. Then you understand what you're supposed to be doing. And then you start to see those building blocks starting to get put together, right? And every time you keep stacking these building blocks on top of each other, they get stronger. It gets stronger. It gets more refined. It looks better. Like, you go from the base of a building and you keep going up, and somebody's like, oh my goodness, I didn't realize that that's actually what was being built. It just looked like rubble. It looked like nothing when you started, but look at how beautiful this is, right? It's a building, it's progression. That's with everything. And the Detroit Pistons over the last 2 years, 2.5 years have been building, right? Even when they went through that 20 game losing streak, it was 2 years ago. Look at the games when they were actually playing those games. Look at how competitive they were in those games. They weren't getting blown out most of those games. They were in those games. They had the talent. They just weren't ready to ascend yet. You had to learn. You had to go through your bumps. You had to get beat up. That's okay. We seen it with OKC. They went through it. Building blocks. You don't want to be, DC. You don't want to just throw all the money at it right away and try to see if you can be able to catch up to something that's been building and now it's an established brand in a machine. You can't do it that way because you have not learned how to lose. Losing is a mindset, but you have to go through it, because once you go through the losing and understand how winning feels, now you can be able to build a winning culture. But if you go straight to the finish line, how the hell did you know how to get there? So when you do start to take steps back, you have no idea how to do so. You have no idea what it's like to say, oh man, what do we do now? Now, we've been here before. We can be able to figure it out. And again, 20 game losing streak. You had all this talent, this young talent. Everybody's frustrated over there. Everybody's starting to question, is Cade the guy? Of course, he's the guy. It just takes time, patience. And on top of that, coach. Shouts to Monty Williams. Like, look, Monty Williams is a guy that I think, in the grand scheme of things, is a great coach, right? He's done some good things in the NBA. Been an assistant coach in San Antonio. He's had some success on his own, right? Got to the NBA Finals with the Phoenix Suns. Like, he's done some things. But that doesn't mean that he's going to connect with every single team that he coaches. And this was never his team to build. What you see JB Bickerstaff doing right now That's a guy that's saying, look, I don't give a damn how talented you guys are. I don't give a damn what your draft stock says. I don't give a damn where you were drafted. I don't give a damn how much money y'all have. I don't care. But when y'all step into this court, when y'all step into practice, y'all are going to make sure that everybody's accountable for each other. You're going to be accountable for your mistakes. You're going to be accountable for the errors that you make in regards to film study. We're going to go ahead and assess that, and we're going to continue to get better. I don't need no excuses here. Again, I don't need what you make. I don't care what you make. You need to make sure that you are professional and you make sure that you're riding for your dudes that's on this team. And if you can be able to do that, I promise you, we will start to win games. You don't even remember that 20-game losing streak, do you? Nobody does. That team made the playoffs last year. What were they, a 6 seed? Haven't gotten out of the first round since 2008. We get it. But again, it goes right back to that word, progression. You don't want to just jump to the front of the line. You want to go through these lean years. You want to learn, get to the playoffs, get your ass bust, have some challenges, have some really good, close matchups where you can be able to say, man, we almost had them. If we only did this, if maybe I would have did this as a better leader, maybe we gotta figure out why some more tape. We gotta, probably make some lateral moves here and there, right? Or close. That's what the Pistons are. So in a down year for the Eastern Conference, you got the Knicks that looking shaky right now. Jalen Brunson's back. Salute to him. Milwaukee Bucks, we all know what's happening with them. It's literally a clock type of situation. Like, we all know what's gonna happen, man. We all we all understand. We all understand what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a matter of time before Giannis says, "Yeah, I'm up out of here, man. I'm up out of here." You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to be here too long. I'm up out of here. Progression. They got the best record in the Eastern Conference right now. Can they continue to do this? Absolutely. They can ride the wave this entire regular season. Are they ready to contend for an NBA title? Maybe not. But it doesn't matter. Because what we're seeing is that they are riding for each other. They know that they're good. They know how much they've worked to get to this point, to this stage of the build. They're not at the top of the skyscraper yet. They're not putting on the finishing pieces of the skyscraper yet. Somewhere in the middle. And when you're somewhere in the middle, you can be able to see the bottom, but you can also see the top. The Pistons are coming. And they're going to be one of those teams within the next few years, just like I said some years back. I said Oklahoma City is going to be the team that's going to dominate this league for the next 5 or 6 years. I wouldn't be shocked if the Pistons and the Thunder are doing this in the finals and we create this new young rivalry for years to come. I can see it. But it's about progression. It's about doing things the right way, building the right way, and having the right builder, having the right guy that's putting the blueprint together to build the building, to build the foundation. When Marvel started out, they didn't have the right blueprint. They didn't have the right guy that had the right specs. They had to replenish things. They had to get the right guy to lead the band. They'd be able to get those specs together. And once you got those specs right, then you were able to start building the right way. And instead of you having to redo something, go back down to come back up, no, just keep going. And that's why I see what the Pistons are doing. That's why I see OKC doing. That's why I see, even shouts to the Toronto Raptors right now. I think they've won like 9 straight games. You got these teams that are putting these pieces together, and it's nice to watch because basketball is not about me just being able to have all of this free agent money and just throw it here. No, no, no. It's about developing your talent. It's about building that trust within the community that the fans are saying, man, just give us some years, man. Give us some years that we can be able to learn and develop together. Keep this core together, and we might be able to do something special. You're starting to see that a lot more around the NBA. And hell, maybe that's what this new CBA did for us, right? It made us start realizing and appreciating that building is just as important as winning it all. Seeing the progression, going from the bottom all the way to the penthouse. Yeah, you can, you know, celebrate in the penthouse, but you can also celebrate all of the steps that you took to get to the penthouse. It's what a lot of people and a lot of fans don't really appreciate. They're always, oh man, I need a championship. I need a champ. We haven't had a championship in 30 years. How about looking a little different about your team? Look at how they're building it. If they're building and it's starting to trend in the right direction, that's what you can celebrate because that's a team that's willing to put in the work and do exactly what they need to get to the next level. And that's exactly what the Pistons are doing. So shouts to the Pistons, man. I like seeing it. As a Laker fan, I hate y'all. As a Laker fan, I hate y'all. As a Laker fan, I can't stand Detroit. Okay? Y'all did some damage to us way back when. Don't like it. Okay? And y'all did some damage to us in the early 2000s. I don't like y'all. But I respect what y'all building because that's sports. That's basketball. That's beauty to watch. So, shouts to y'all. Moving on.